Hello and welcome back once again to another video. It's just picking up right where we left off. I haven't done anything since then really, other than change the volume because I had muted it in the previous video. The ambient volume might need to go down. But otherwise I think we're doing pretty fine. I don't think we need to save the game right now, but I am going to save it just in case. And we're actually going to get rid of all of these in the process. You're gonna add that save. Perfect. No, actually, oh, wrong thing. I might as well save it to the cloud as well, no? Yeah, save that one to the cloud. Just in case of any mishappenings, you know? And we're gonna get right back into it. Now, I think there's one slight change we need to do. One slight touch. Up. I think that's perfectly fine. Now, the game's still paused. We are gonna just rush through that really. We don't really need that. What we do definitely need is pop growth.
Anomaly found.
What was that? We do need you all to return to the station though. We could pump out a juggernaut, we don't really need one. We will do a titan though.
Anomaly found.
And I think that's where we're gonna stop with that fleet for now. This is another world of ours. We need it to be defended. I would argue a shipyard, a trade hub, and the rest are hangar bays. That's the same as this, right? Yes, it is. Reconnaissance flights conducted in the Kebdaram Numinous. Is this the humans? I think this is the humans. We want good relations with the humans. They look like us. I think this is the humans. Although we have not identified any planetary settlements of note, a preliminary target list is being put together in the event that the aliens prove hostile. Several interesting transmissions have been intercepted, which may provide us with enough insights to translate their language. Why is it worrying? I haven't read anything that's worrying. Which includes at least one major military installation in orbit around the primary. I see. Yeah, in that case worrying. Yeah, it is, I assume, the humans. It is worrying that they are right beside us though. Possible federation? Who knows? Who knows? I don't think I made their nation particularly in line with ours, given we are, if I'm not mistaken,
special project.
Yeah, fanatic militarists and xenophobe. I didn't make them pacifists, I don't think. But given that this nation loves us, and they are fanatic pacifists, anything's possible really. We could build a spy network. Actually, we're going to do that. But at the same time, why don't we have more envoys available? We need more pops, right? That building isn't active yet. We're going to build a spy network. See how that works. From Spymaster Stellaris inside the MRI Confederation. This marks the foundation of our first spy network within a Xeno Empire, ideally positioned to warn us of their alien Duplicitous schemes, Xeno scum. They are friends though. This is the one that we would be worried about. We are going to build a spy network there. We're going to send this young lady.
Situation log updated.
Is this the space wreckage? Ah, this is just telling us when the crisis is going to come. Keep an eye on it. Research technologies in that system, please. But technology, what do you call it? Project? That's intriguing, I suppose. The new menace appeared eager to establish communications with us, having sent a large audio and visual transmission. Ah, this is the same thing like before. How naive of them. Ooh, that's what they look like.
Anomaly found.
That's interesting. Those aren't humans. I don't know who the hell those are. I'm assuming that's one of the empires that I also did not build. So this is interesting. See, this is why I really like this. I guess, huh? This really
Anomaly found.
was a very interesting thing. Now I'm thinking we might need to provide our nation with it's interesting. The Benthale Commonwealth on screen.
Alien empire wishes to communicate.
Do not cross this path and we may live in friendship. Alien scum. You really think you can speak to me like that? Where are you? You're right there. Some a fair distance away from us. So I would say we still need to secure this area. Absolutely. Because right now the only two ways into our empire's space, well, three ways actually, is one through the gateway that we built, and we are going to build more, so all of those gateways will become potential places, entrances for other empires to invade our space. But apart from the gateway, there are only two ways into our empire. Through the Sethelbach star and through the... Alright, let's forget about that. This star. I'd have to click on, what's this? Erimadon star. Yeah, Erimadon star. And so because of that, really and truly, we absolutely need to cut off all possible parties, especially these folks. And I would recommend that we do that about here. This should be a perfect spot. In fact, I think we should send a science ship to get on that relatively quickly. But they're all busy. What are you up to? You're surveying unnecessary systems. Alright. You
survey complete.
Who just finished survey a system? Bunkerbot. We don't need that. Let it continue whatever it's doing. We don't need the boost. Alright, we don't need you to be doing that. So let me just... Alright, let me unpause. Let me not pause the game unnecessarily. You come and survey that system. The question still lies though, should we secure this gateway or should we not?
Anomaly found.
Research, because we can, but I don't want to have my empire split, especially with that much distance in between. Issue special project, repair automated shipyard. What automated shipyard?
Situation log updated.
What's this?
System
This requires,
survey complete.
I'm assuming a construction ship. Oh well. And it's right there. Okay, that's doable. We're gonna build
complete.
that there. Build that, build that. This is also ready. Perfect.
Construction complete.
I need you to head there rather quickly. Let's see.
System survey complete.
Research. This system has an outlet here heading to this star. This system does not. This system appears to end at that star. This system looks like it may potentially connect to that star, but then again it might not. In which case we might actually expand northward and seal off our empire at this system, which appears to take root from all three of these. Interesting. Something to consider, I suppose. In the meantime, let's get another science ship out here. The Exile. Research anomalies. Research anomalies. Thought we sent someone to do this. Research that. And then we'll figure out what to do after that point. Empire sprawl, that's definitely something that we need to deal with. There we go, perfect. In fact, I think we got additional pops because that just jumped pretty significantly, and we don't have that, unless that effect gave us a lot more than what I thought it did. Oh, by the way, they changed the name of this. So now traditions are under societal management and not traditions or whatever it was on prior. From systems and colonies. It's unfortunate. Nothing we can really do about that. Species trait. We can also deal with this right now. We don't want them living in chemical bliss. So we're gonna go social welfare for now. We might change the chemical bliss later, but that depends on whether we force other things to work for us or not. But as long as our pop is the one, or primary species rather, is the one that's doing the working for the most part, we won't deal with that for now. Okay, I see no harm. They are Pegasons after all. If they were another species, then we'd wipe them out, but expertise is in psionics. That's interesting. Experimental subspace navigation. Huh.
Situation log updated.
I don't particularly want that ship though. You know? It's like, who cares, really? Where is it anyways?
Anomaly found.
Research. That's the gigantic skeleton. I guess it's something that we can just do without sending a ship. Yeah. So I'm guessing this is the science ship that's going to head all the way over here. Yep. Because I was wondering where that ship was.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Anomaly found.
So we are
Construction complete.
10 years in, if I'm not mistaken. The game started at 2200.
Construction complete.
Or maybe 2201, who
System
knows?
survey complete. Construction complete. System survey complete.
Research. Either way, it's time to check up on the other empires. We need to ensure that they expand at an acceptable rate, you know? Like, initially, they were doing a lot better than us. Pause. We need to see if they are lacking in anything. So we're gonna go play one. This is the Imari Confederation. If you're uncertain as to why I am doing this in my own system, it's because I don't want to know where they are. I don't want to actively know, oh, this one's here, let me go in that direction to find them. No. We've already met them, the Imari though. They have more planets than us. But are they doing okay? Let's see. They could use a bit more energy credits. Food is fine. Minerals is doing exceptionally well. I think they could also do with a bit more influence. We're not going to give them too much though. I think influence is what is preventing them from expanding, so we're going to give them that. They have alloys. They're making enough alloys, I think, really. But we could also give them some alloys to facilitate their further expansion. I'd say, actually, let's limit that to another maybe 3,000. Let's go with 3,000 alloys. And then we'll move on to Empire number 2. This is the one that's south of us. We also met them. They're doing fine for the most part, though they're also lacking influence, so we'll give them that. But yeah, they're doing exceptionally well with alloys. Energy credits are perfectly acceptable, I guess, but we could give them a bit more. Then we'll move on. They're okay with consumer goods right now. They will fix that on their own, no doubt. They have 2.7k.
Log updated.
United Nations of Earth. They have a remarkable energy and mineral output, but they don't have a lot of energy on them. But I would say the only thing they are missing is influence, really. So we're going to do that. Actually, we might give them 1,200. Since they're doing exceptionally well regard, they have far more pops than us, it seems. Yeah, they have far more pops than us. Okay, let's see. What was that? Play 3, I think. So we're gonna go play 4. The Pirac Swarm are also doing fine. Yeah, they don't need anything. They don't use consumer goods, so, and everything else they're doing perfect. Even influence, huh? Okay. So as you can see, swarms are still overpowered. Play 5. It's a very high for currently experiencing unrest, apparently. Low stability, actually. Let's see. What do they need? They need influence. So we're gonna give them influence. Oop, I spelled that wrong. Influence. Ooh, too much influence, but we should actually be able to take away some of that by just entering a negative amount. Nope. Well, they got away with that. They have so much. Why are they not the best empire in the entire galaxy right now? I haven't really looked at their planets or anything. I don't know what their military looks like because I'm only looking at the resource bar up top. But they do have, from what I can tell, decent population. Pop count. They're doing a lot better than I am, for sure. Play 6. The Roxa clans need cash. They're perfectly fine with everything else for the most part. So we are going to give them some cash to help them out. They might be able to work well with some alloys, but actually we're going to just leave them with cash. What was that? Play 6, I think? Yeah, that was play 6. So we're going to go with play 7. The overseers are doing fine. They need influence, I think. But then again, they started on a machine world, so I think if we gave them influence now, it would make them too overpowered. You know? So we're actually gonna leave them be. We're gonna go then play 8. They're doing fine. Play 9.
Updated.
I'm assuming I don't recognize that flag, so I'm assuming this is one of the things that we didn't create. So we're gonna give them influence. They need influence. How is it always spelled wrong? You know what? Let me just go back up to this. Yeah, that's because of the negative value. Because I made the mistake with the E. Oh, okay. So they have that. They're also doing pretty fine though with their pops. We're gonna go play 10. They're doing fine as well. Yeah, so everyone's doing pretty fine. They need consumer goods though. So resource, consumer goods. And we're not gonna give them too much. I'd say 2,000 should be enough to get them out of whatever bind they're in. Let's give them another 1,000. Yeah, I think 3,000 should be fine. 11. They might just need influence. Yeah, everything else is acceptable for now. Pretty much. 12. Let's give them some influence. 500, I think. I keep on spelling this thing wrong. Influence, I would say 500. Yeah, that's fine. Then 13. $1K. Oh, this might be a fallen empire. Yeah, we're not into fallen empires right now. So we're gonna go back to our empire then, since we have finished.
Situation log updated.
And we're gonna unpause. So yeah, see? The rest of the galaxy is doing pretty fine, all things considered. They might not have expanded, I think, to the... This empire is pretty big. I think they're the ones that we were mean to, no? since we can only speculate as to their reasons for holding this opinion of us. Yeah, and see, they're actually growing now. Nice. Though I must admit, the game isn't not quite what I expected. I'm assuming that our technology level and the fact that we have researched all technologies is why we can see the vast majority of their empire.
Situation log updated. Anomaly
Where's this
found.
research? It's in the Ofang system, I'm guessing. Yeah, right there. Where's that? Did that science ship blow up? Where in the world are you? Research. You're all the way up there. How many times do I have to? Terraforming candidate detected. That's nice. That's also nice. Kindly research. Didn't I tell her to do this already? I'm pretty certain I told a ship to do this. I told this one. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm blaming you. We have detected our first primitive species. What did it say they were? They are currently in what I assume. That's a castle, right? Oh, we could have seen it right here. Bronze Age. They have a long way to go. And they're right there. What do you know? So they'll be a part of our empire for a very, very, very long time. We won't invade them, we won't uplift them, we won't do anything like that. We'll just keep them there for now. White hell. 700 degrees. That's very complicated. That's very complicated. So it's actually like 700 degrees Celsius then. So it's extremely hot. It should be. You should just burn on impact. And like entering this atmosphere, you should be blazing a fire. Like you're looking at probably Venus type heat or so. Probably even hotter than that. Maybe. Probably not as hot as that. I'm not sure. I don't even remember what Venus is like right now. I know it's hot. But as you can see, it's actually ice, so it's very hot ice. Curious indeed.
Anomaly found.
We are still losing food at an alarming rate. And that's something that we won't be able to sort out anytime soon. Because this will become, once it's populated, Ecumenopoly, and so will Nova, because they are both colonial remains. And we want to establish our colonies back here, you know? Disturbing. So we'll have to colonize another planet, which Really and truly, we should have already started. Let's see, continental. This is another continental world. Let's do that here. Colonize, colonize. Tiani, Vishnu, Las Maridas, Oda, Pangea, I guess.
System survey complete.
Living crystals? Keep at it. We have done that. Excellent. Let's actually get that up and running.
Construction complete.
Build the mining station, build research station, build starbase.
Construction complete.
Research stuff in that, build starbase. Research stuff in that, please. Actually, no. Get this done first. And this. Remarkable.
Construction complete.
Build starbase here. Build mining, build over observatory, research that. And then I actually want you to go and research that project. No, I could just plop down a gateway there and have it use the gateway to go there, but nah. Let's have it go there the long way. We're gonna also need another construction ship. There's an alien menace here. Ah, those are the living crystals they were talking about. Huh. Easy prey.
Alien Empire wishes to communicate. Ha!
Dedicating an entire envoy to that. Huh. Envoy. Huh. I'm telling you, an alien species would have such a hard time understanding humans. Like, even if they were to decipher one language, let's say English, there's so many different ways of pronouncing all English words. You know, it's like, and we have started having factions. How wonderful. So we have a Pegasus Empire strong alone. We are going to, without a doubt, well, we can't embrace it because we're already that. Oh, actually, that's a fanatic xenophobe ethic. We don't want that. That would require two. We don't have enough. Oh, because we have been building a lot of stuff. Because we're like, we don't have enough influence? Are you sure? Is crisscross. Isolate and study the alien zones. Make preparations for salvaging the mineral bands. I guess that option. I don't know. We are a bit thin right now. We have done this though. So let's seal that entrance to our empire. Indeed, that was the perfect location because here this location wouldn't be good enough. So we could have technically just done it right here as well, but we would also have to pass this. Let's keep that in between our empire. Frontier system. We must get to the bottom of it. That's a malfunction. We don't need to waste time with that. Research, and we're gonna turn this into a
conquest of a new world has begun. Construction
primary thing, trade hub, and more of that. We're gonna do crew quarters because people who are out here will need to live on the station. You know, they can't go back home, so we're gonna have crew quarters. They'll be staying out here for a very long time. Communications channel, we don't really need that. Disruption field generator, we don't really need that. Say commands. Actually, wouldn't a command center more be in line with one of the core worlds? It doesn't matter. We can change it later if we need to. And cannons. Pop another one down.
System survey complete.
And defensive platforms. And she is ready. At the other point, we also need to add defensive platforms to this bad boy, and we need to add cannons and defensive platforms to this bad boy. And we're lacking alloys. Alloys. How intriguing. I'm not going to add any more. So that's that for now. Kindly come back this way and survey this system for me, please. Thank you. In the meantime, I also want you to... No, I could expand there, but no. I could expand there as well, but no. We're having more factions. What are you? We already have fanatic militarists. We don't need to suppress this faction, right? We don't need to promote it either. We won't be able to have local rivalries because we are a bit powerful at the moment. Yeah, see, they are pathetic towards us. So we wouldn't be able to really make use of such at the moment.
Anomaly found.
They are even more so. Woo! Well, we can tell who is going to get wiped out first. They did. Diplomacy will be their only option. They might have a defensive pact with the set of people down, so. We currently have neutral relations. We have an embassy here. We aren't currently improving relations. I'm aware because we're busy setting up a spy network. Espionage. Complete. Gather information. Difficulty hell. Well. Toggle sabotage, toggle manipulation, show all operations. I'm assuming all operations are here. We wouldn't be able to do this, clearly.
Anomaly found.
Research. Okay, we don't want to expose our spy network, risk exposing our spy network right now, so we're going to leave that for now. I believe we also have a spy network established here. Yeah, we'll also leave that for now. Until we have gathered more intel, you know?
System survey complete.
No, what was I doing? I think this is what we needed to do. Yeah, we need one of that. Let's upgrade these as well. We have 42 pops here. We still need to get to the 100 and something. Diamond in the rough. Offer this protege as saint. Officer position. They do good work where they are. Yeah, offer them a science position. Scientist position, rather. What are you doing? Research that, please. Oh, it's a construction ship. Another faction. What are you? Pacifists? I would suppress you, but your approval rating is pretty fine right now. And I'm assuming that as long as we're not at war, you'll be pretty happy. I'll keep an eye on you. If you are getting too strong, I guess I would say, then we'll start suppressing you. But I don't think we need to suppress you at the moment. This science ship is currently finished what it was doing, or has currently finished what it was doing. So I want you to go and research that.
System survey complete.
What's this? We can send a fleet to deal with that. Which should we send though? Should we send this one? Border Patrol. They should be adequate. Become the crisis. Not right now. If we even choose that, because there's also the option of going down the Galactic Empire, Imperium rather, route, and that's pretty interesting. And I think I would like to test whether you can go down that route, then become the crisis afterwards. Like after you get bored of that, you can become the crisis, and then the galaxy will have to rally against you, you know. I don't know. Becoming the crisis now, though, at this point in the game, wouldn't be ideal. For one, we still don't know much about the galaxy. Meh, scavenge for parts.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Archaeology project, this is what we need. We absolutely need that. Remember guys, you also need to tell me, are we gonna go the path of robots or Shroud? You still need to tell me about that. I chose Gaia because I would have what's the word I'm looking for? I would have the wrong word again. It would have been necessary to choose Gaia, World Shaper rather, eventually, because of the plans I have for creating resort worlds, or at least one resort world. And because of that fact, that would be necessary.
Special project complete.
Spooky.
System survey complete. Special
Research. Excellent. Which reminds me, let's start terraforming this right now. And as for why we won't be terraforming these, it's not necessary, because these are going to become our colleges. Here they are. But before that, we need a lot of things.
We have established a new planetary base,
including influence. And we have apparently done this. Starbase administrative capacity. Let's go with that. We don't really need it, but it would be beneficial for now until our pops actually populate our worlds, where they activate the buildings. Interesting. I'm gonna withhold from expanding too much beyond these points. Like, we're gonna pass this point. This fleet still hasn't reached here.
Anomaly found.
We're gonna pass this point, for the whole reason I mentioned earlier with that. Wrong location, factions. Pause, I want to see that battle. What are you? Suppress. We ain't dealing with no spiritualist views here. We'll even entertain pacifists, but spiritualists? No, not at all. Not at all. Now here's our fleet. We are going to watch them. Kindly engage these creatures. No, this will be, without a doubt, the thing that ends the video, no doubt. But before that, let me see. I need to remember how to remove the UI. Let me see. UI. Disable UI. Control F9. There we go. Ta-dum. Beautiful scenes, beautiful scenes.
Battle is
It's just who is winning? Do you think we're winning?
system survey complete.
And they're gonna head off to fight the others. No.
Anomaly found.
And now they're gonna head back. Nice. That was a first glimpse of what battle looks like, yeah? And I assume that's what, wreckage? Yeah, that's the wreckage. And these are our corvettes, our border patrol fleet, yeah? Looking mighty fine.
System survey complete.
Spaced adequately
System survey
for
complete.
battle. Not perfectly, but adequately. Because they are much smaller in size and they just proved pretty useful. And with that being said, huh. Interesting. Peculiar. You, my child, aren't passing that. Turn back. Thank you very much. Peculiar indeed. It's a Gaia world. Nice, and it's right there. Nice. And yeah, we're gonna leave off right here. I hope you guys are enjoying the content so far. If so, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will, of course, see you in the next one. Ooh, before I go, I mentioned this earlier in a previous video at some point in time. I do have a campaign currently running on GoFundMe. Go Get Funding, I think. Yes, that's the one. Go Get Funding. It's about starting a startup company. It's a tech company. We'll be focusing on creating games and /or applications. Make sure to go and check it out. And if you can, if you desire, make sure to support. I would deeply appreciate it. If not, that's fine by me as well. Make sure to share though, like share it with the world. I would really like to see it really take off because I have so such grand ideas, I guess you could say. And it will all start with that
System
campaign,
survey
no doubt.
complete.
Apart from that, there's also the Patreon. Now, I still have to set up the Patreon for the most part. It's currently active, and there are things that you can get from becoming a patron, yes, but it needs redesigning, so you can check it out. You can become a patron, but do keep that in mind. Otherwise, see you all in the next one, guys. Peace.